Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome to today's Bitcoin update for Friday 18th of March. And if you guys want to learn trading, here's technical analysis course. The link is in the description of the video, so make sure you check that out. Okay, now let's dive into the charts. And in my opinion, a lot of things are going on with Bitcoin right now, and I'm just actually observing the 4 hour time frame here, and I'm kind of looking at the 4 hour time frame, and it seems like we are getting a little bit into the overbought department right there on the RSI. It seems like, but there's still a little bit of a room left actually to go to the 69 levels, and then potentially drop a little bit to the downside by 22 of March, which makes it a little bit bearish into heading into the weekends. Today's Friday, tomorrow's Saturday, Sunday. Historically, I always say this on the channel that we do know that Saturday and Sundays are not really friendly, investing friendly during the weekends, because the market actually does tend to fall to the downside. And anyway, so far I still have a little bit of faith that it can actually go to the downside during the weekend. So I'm not taking positions on any coin right now because it's a little bit shady. But there's one trend line that I want to talk about. You see, this on the 4 hour time frame, we have this trend that has been broken out of, and it seems like Bitcoin just went up like this, came down, and who knows, we're potentially even making a bull flag here. Do you see that? So if this is a bull flag, then the next technical target is going to be from here to here, taking you all the way. You can see it takes you to the resistance point, which is going to be $44,544. It's possible. It's still possible. It seems like everything is actually pointing to go to this place at the moment. And on the RSI, we do have a little bit of space for Bitcoin to even, pump to the upside. But then again, the nature of weekends is actually not really good when it comes to take a trade, in my opinion. And this one can still come to the downside due to the how we have been a little bit overbought, and we're heading into that 70 numbers on the RSI. So it's gonna be kind of tough to say what's gonna happen tomorrow and the weekends. Probably this might be the first weekend in a long time that we didn't dump to the downside, and potentially that can happen. And sometimes, yeah, we do not even dump during the weekends. So what is it gonna be? It's quite tricky. But one thing I'm gonna say is the progress is actually good. The progress is hitting right on the money. But yesterday still even talked about the daily time frame here, and the daily yesterday, you did have a doji right there. You see that? So you had a doji. Now today's candlestick is what really matters. How are you gonna close this candlestick matters. Can you actually sort of go back to 41,734? Then you're likely to actually go up, and that bull flag like this one is gonna play out to go to the $45,000. Who knows? But once again, as I'm saying, is that this candlestick today matters a lot. And one more thing is that this trend line also, it seems like you just broke the trend line, and all you're doing is backtesting the trend line to actually go to the upside. So my view, honestly, a simple view is there's no downward pressure, even though weekend is around the corner, but it's kind of like still putting me in the doubts, because a lot of coins have been pumping like crazy at this point of time. We've seen so many coins break into the upside, and a lot of coins have been rallying to the upside for the past 3 to 4 days. And right now, so many people are quite ready to actually take entries and positions into those coins, because take Jasmine for example, take eGold for example. I do see some retracement in some few coins of them, and the only way that they're going to retrace is if Bitcoin comes to the downside. So if Bitcoin starts to move to the upside, then a different kind of pattern is going to start to form, which potentially can make other invalidate. Now let's look at the graph. Okay, GRT to USDT. Now I am taking idea from the graph here, and we have almost a bearish engulfing candlestick here. And if I just zoom out of things, you can see there's a little bit of space for the graph to come to the downside, because you broke out of it, and it seems like you still have a very small tiny dump to come in. Like, let me tell you this one, for example, from there to there, like 13% more downfall for the graph. And that's not bad, that's not bad at all. So you broke out of it, came down here, and this will be a nice lovely entry. Okay, so if you're watching the video, I think you just got a free signal from my side, because uh, very, very clear breakout of a trend after a very long time, and it seems like you just want to go down, touch this yellow line, move to the upside. But this is my point. This is what I'm trying to put it out there, that you never really actually touch the trend line itself. Do you see that? So there's a little bit of room for the coin itself to actually come to touch the trend line and go to the upside. But can that happen? It's not like really important to come and touch the trend line. If it's gonna get bullish, if the buyers just step in at this point of time, then wow, you're gonna move to the upside. By the end of the day, you do have three white soldier as well. So this coin is getting really, really bullish on the daily. Now, even though this is a Bitcoin video, but we like to take hints from the altcoins as well. So it seems like Bitcoin might not really dump during the weekends, but I'm not taking out the risks at this point of time, because I need proper confirmation. Who knows, we can you still have some room to breathe it down again to this trend line and then go to the upside. So can it actually break the trend line and make a wick? But I'm still expecting at some point Bitcoin to make another wick like this one, another wick like this one down the road. You still have a long way for this ascending triangle to play out. So the apex is like 1-2 months away, and that apex is right over here. Now in between, I do expect some shake off coming down along the road. Okay, so maybe you might still come here at the 44,000, breaking that bull flag, and you go down like this, make a wick again, and then boom, you go up, come down like this, and then you finally break out, and then you push to the $58,000 by April or by nearly May, who knows. But one thing is that I'm looking really forward to is that wick to the downside. You make one wick, boom. But it's not important. Just because you made here and here doesn't mean you're gonna do again. But the nature of this coin is that it likes to shake people out, so it can do that. Can actually do that. You already know this by now, okay? So is this just a retest to go to the upside? For that one, let's say, you know what? I'm just gonna go into the 4-hour time frame, because that's where we're gonna have a clear position. All right, so you do have a resistance here, which potentially could be a bull flag here. I do see this as a bull flag, by the way. So we need to break out of this resistance, back test it, and then boom, then you're looking to go to the upside. So it's a very, very tiny microscopic details. If you do go to tradingview.com, you're gonna get much more better idea. And it's like you're making a bullish engulfing bullish harami candlestick there, and if you start to like break this yellow line back test, then it seems you're actually gonna push to the $45,000, and weekends this time, after a long time, is not gonna dump. And the market basically, when they get bullish, they don't dump during the weekends, but they can dump during the Monday and the Tuesday. So it could be a reversal of that thing. And I kind of like noticing this is maybe it's because of experience, that during the weekends in a bear market, normally we start to dump to the downside, and when the uptrend starts, Sunday, Saturday, and Sunday are actually bullish, and it's the Mondays and Tuesdays that are actually bearish. So there's like everything flips to the other side. I mean, they first train your brain that weekends are really bad, and then they flip the switch that now Mondays are gonna be bad. It's like the other way around. So be careful on that one. We're gonna see what happens though. At this point of time, I'm silent on the movement of Bitcoin. Break out this resistance, boom. I might even take an entry then, or just come down, because the way graph has a retracement to go to the downside. A lot of coins do have retracement pending to go to the downside. CeeLo has one. Like CeeLo has been really, really good performing coin this time. So you do have CeeLo as well. This one is also looking to actually go to the downside. Look how you shoot to the moon, overextended, maybe fall to this trend line right here at this point, 2.5, and then boom, you continue to the upside. So those retracements are coming, in my opinion. So that's why I'm saying Bitcoin can retrace to the downside. And that's it for the update, guys. Do take the trading course if you want to learn a lot of more stuff, the way I'm doing things, and I'm gonna see you with the next one. Allah Hafiz.